Hi guys, welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I'm Ed, and today is Season 6. It's late on a Sunday, I don't know what the episode is. I'm tired. I'll edit it in later. Yes, that was the worst intro of all time, I do apologise, but I'm going to keep it because, again, it's late on a Sunday. But yeah, we are at the end of Season 6. I said I was going to come back for a couple of games. I recorded them and it went a bit wrong. So I last saw you for the second leg of Lyon. We went out of the Europa League. I then played PSV. We won all these games. PSV 20 as an NAC. And we won all of them pretty well. And then I thought I'd bring you Feyenoord. And I didn't turn my mic on. It's the first time I've not turned my mic on for any of my recordings. Some of the audio's been bad. Sometimes I've saved over OBS files, but at least everything's been working. But this is the first time without my mic being on, and I'm gutted because it really set the scene. So we beat Feyenoord 4-2, absolute domination. They just kind of got goals out of nowhere, really. And then we drew against Vol, where we just tore them to shreds, but couldn't find the second goal to give us 3 points. But yeah, all of these games, 1-0 against PSV, 4-1 against Twente, 2-1 against AS. We're looking a lot better than we were looking a bit earlier in the season when we were getting last-minute winners. We were actually dominating games again, which is nice, and we've needed to because the league is tight, man. So if you were looking real close at the screen, you'll notice we were second at the top, and yeah, we are. We're a point behind Vitesse, which is a shame because against Wall we were so good, but the lack of finding that winning goal was potentially cost us. So we do play Willem 2 today with a chance to go ahead of Vitesse, although I'll have a game in hand. They've got much better goal difference, so really we're 2 points behind at this stage. They do have Ajax though in the run-in, but if we look at our run-in now, I'm going to bring you all these games. So we've got Willem 2 and Heerenveen today, and then Den Haag and Utrecht, whatever day it comes out. But for me, it's today as well. So because all that lost episode stuff happened, I've got to update you on what's going on. I can't really remember what's going on. I might have shown you these people before. We're signing this guy for free at the end of the season. He's 18. He's just turned 18, so that's good. He's on a complete freebie. He wants to be a hot prospect. Can't really go wrong with centre mids, right? We're going to need him. Might try and move the defensive mid up next season. We'll see. But yeah, nice option to have in the middle, especially one so young as well. We've got Mohamed Trabelsi. I might have to hashtag this episode because this was at official teach pursuit. He was not overly interested in talking to us, be it through transfer or contract. I scouted him a number of times, went to the games, left immediately, things like that, declared him as a top target, and all of a sudden he wanted to play for us. Yeah, transfer interest dubious. We're signing him up. He's got, let's just keep flicking between reports and overview, just be really annoying. He's got 2-star current ability, 5-star potential, Frenchman, 18 years old at Niort. He will be 19 next year, so potentially loads of development. Real good finishing and first touch. Heading's okay as well. Composure's fine. Determination's real good. He's resolute. Teamwork's good. Position not great. Off the ball's good though. And then physicals are just real solid, and he's 18, so he is going to improve. He wants to be a poacher. Obviously we play with 2 advanced forwards. I think he's going to be amazing, and we're signing him up on an extremely long-term deal, all for the value of 10k, so happy days. But on to today's game against Willem 2. So real familiar looking team. Lindahl in goal, Birmingham Ives, Cohen Vasquez at the back, Bourdain Keenan in the middle, Silverson on wings, Marta Gretchen up front. The desire to play Montgomery up front and Van der Linden at left back is real high. But, sorry, I'm just looking around to see how players are developing as well. But I think we've got to play our strongest team. Montgomery probably is stronger up front, but Gretzen's our player. Van der Brink is coming on quite nicely as well, which is good. I mean, you'd hope so considering how much he cost us. Sakurai's not playing. Yeah, we've not really rotated the team all too much, just because they're a bit, I don't know. Everyone's very young, and the backups and people we need to get game time are even younger, and I don't really want to risk it at this stage. Willem 2 lining up with a 4-2-3-1. doesn't really mean anything to me particularly. Let's see what we can do to keep our run of form going. Hopefully we're talking about the wins and not the disappointing draw we just had. So it's actually Willem 2 looking like they get the first highlight. They start with a deep free kick. The kit's horrible, by the way. I'm hoping you'll see it a bit better than I will. Oh my word, come on, man. Terrible start to the game. 8 minutes in, they cross it in, and Krogstrup heads it into the corner. Yeah, hopefully you can see it a bit better than I can. I'm really struggling. Again, it might just be because it's late and my eyes are not what they once were as a 28-year-old. How ridiculous. But yeah, I'm struggling to see. Although we do have a free kick from the left. Vasquez to Keenan, about 30 yards out. Terrible pass. They intercept and they're really coming at us now. I really can't tell who their players are. Whose are theirs, whose are ours. But a tackle comes in. Silva does pick it up. We've got a few runners in the middle there. So that'll be Gretson, Keenan and Marta. It's a crossing. Keenan from about 2 yards out hits the post. We've really got to be sticking those away. So deep drop kick by Willem 2. We're not really getting the pressure on in the middle. I'm going to have to change that in a minute, I think. Because we're looking like we're getting more shots away. And there aren't too many long shots in that either. One. Oh my word. Why? What is that pass? Flaming out. I'm changing it now. I'm changing it right now. We go for the Redwood push. I don't know, we'll call it something. I need to give it an official name. But this is just not acceptable at the moment. Right, another highlight. It's sort of just bouncing around in the middle of the pitch for the first couple seconds of it, so I didn't really know what to say. We don't get a foot in. Maybe they can't see the kits either. Maybe that's the problem. But Willem 2 up the right now, and the tackle just doesn't come in, and we are incredibly lucky not to be 3-0 down. So 2-0 at half time. I really don't need this. I do not need this. I don't need another season where we threaten the title and just throw it away completely. Look, I'm realistic. We've done incredibly well. We've pretty much got the same team or same quality of players as last season. We've lasted longer. We've been in Europe. We've looked, maybe not, I don't think we looked as good as last season. But for whatever reason, we've just had better staying power. But to go out with a whimper now would be really disheartening. And we haven't got players that are ready-made coming in either, because we can't afford them. We simply can't afford them. But Krogstrup is through again. Lashes it over from the penalty spot. And again, we're lucky not to be losing more. I've brought on Montgomery in the hope that he'll chase down these balls a bit better. That is a terrible pass back. Will Marta get there? He does, and he puts it over now as well. Oh, just under 60 minutes gone, and I need to change something. But what? I can't change Sonner. He's our best player. One of the best players. Cohen has been terrible. He can come off for Schmidt. And it's times like this I wish I didn't loan out Saraiva. Van der Brink comes on. So yeah, half an hour to go. I actually changed Keenan back to a centre mid on attack because I like him being like that. Van der Brink is a centre mid on support, but nothing is going on here, is it? We need a goal now. We need to win this game. Yes, Ajax are playing Vitesse, but we need to be clear of both of them for that to have any effect. Otherwise, we're just going to end up behind one of them again. But Sonner on the left, terrible pass. I mean, what is going on with this team? Have we just run out of juice? Birmingham with one of the worst balls forwards you'll ever see. And we just can't get our foot on it. Now would be a good time. That was a good tackle, but Sonner is completely out of position on the left side and doesn't pick up the loose ball. And there's the third, there's the hat-trick, and I'm this close to losing my rag. It's unbelievable. I mean, this game's gone now, isn't it? I mean, we've got the goal, but why? What's the point? Right, so 12 minutes left. It's a long ball forward from Willem. We need to be winning these second balls if we've got any chance of getting into this game. It has to be now, really, doesn't it? Because we need to win. A draw's... I don't think a draw really does much. Montgomery goes around two people and puts it into the bottom corner. That's a way to make your boss smile. That was pretty darn good. I want to see that again. So Montgomery picks up basically on the halfway line, runs at the defence, goes round one and another. Admittedly, it wasn't that hard because they didn't really put in challenges, but I think that was pretty inspired personally. We've got 10 minutes to do something. Van der Brink with a free kick. Puts it just over. Standard free kicks on FMA team. Right, 6.5 minutes left. It's making me believe and I hate it for it. It's another highlight. It could go to anyone. It looks like it might be us. Van der Brink forward. Montgomery does pick it up. Gives it to Marta in the middle. Marta hits the post. Oh, it's making me believe. And there's another highlight with 5 minutes to go. Why is it doing this to me? It keeps making me believe. Please just reward me for believing for once. Schmidt, huge ball forward. Montgomery can't get on that, but Ives with a good interception. Silva now down the right. Is he going to go like completely do his man? No, it's a cross, and it's a terrible cross. Crossed it from extremely deep there, and we don't have the strikers on to do that. I mean, Gretzson maybe could get on the end of that, but he's too slow to get on that. That was an outrageous attempt from Silva, who's just not been the same player this year. Keenan does intercept Marta. Van der Brink now through to Montgomery. Back to Marta, who hits the post. No. There's 4 minutes to go of injury time. Van der Brink to Montgomery. Come on, Silva. Van der Brink. Marta's there. Oh, no. It's another highlight. We've hit the woodwork 4 times. 4. Don't you dare. Poppy's eating her food as well, just to make matters worse for the video. Please don't say that was the highlight. That was an interesting throw. But Silva's got it. He doesn't decide to do his man yet again. Marta down the right. Montgomery's there but won't get it. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. With 2 minutes 45 seconds left. No one wants the penalty at all. We have no one that can take penalties. It's down to Neil Montgomery, our best penalty taker with 9. I'm not going to watch. I can't watch. What can I watch? No, I don't know. Watch it, Ed. Montgomery sticks it away. Ooh. Right, okay. It's not good. It's a draw. The amount of highlights that have happened in the last few minutes, you never know. You just never know. We've seen penalties before. No, it's not happening, is it? Teasing me. Oh. Marth has a go from just inside the box, but can't get a decent attempt away, and that's the end of the game. So after that, we've played the same amount of games as Vitesse. No, we haven't, that's a lie. We've got the same amount of points as Vitesse. We played a game more, and they've got better goal difference. Congrats, guys. Well done. I don't know. Maybe it's down to the tactics. Maybe it's defensive mid. It's probably my fault. Anyway, I've stopped on this page because I have just seen that our stadium expansion has been completed. We have increased it by 2,350 seats. We can now house 7,050 spectators, with potential to be expanded by another 1,200. Super. Do we have money to do it? Let's do it now. Why not? Why the heck not? Yeah, we got 14 mil. I'm going to ask for a new stadium. Watch this go wrong. Stadium, build new. Gives a new stadium. Achieve its ambitions. Okay, they're going to build a new stadium. Board plan to build a new stadium. 2E confirmed. Oh, okay. So everything is to be confirmed there, but then... Oh, plans will be finalised by the end of next year. So... we've got a year to wait till we hear any news on it, which is absolutely fantastic. Then we got the move-in time after that. At least it'll get us out of this stadium, hopefully. Or with it, I don't know. Right, we are back for the Heerenveen game. I've changed nothing apart from putting Montgomery up front. I'm going to keep an eye on the centre mid area because I do feel like Balder and defensive mid just isn't quite doing the right job this season. They're playing with 3 up top, which is ultra fun. Yeah, that just seemed to be our issue last game, is as soon as we changed to 2 centre mids, we just looked a ton better. They've actually got this guy in centre mid, I can't remember if I showed you or not, but he was the one I was initially after, rather than Van der Brink. Is he called Van der Brink? What's that sub called? Yeah, rather than Van der Brink, that is his name. Just looks a ton better than Van der Brink, and he's younger. Would have cost a bit more, but we screwed up negotiations. I thought I had more money, so yeah, my bad. But we get into the game. Say we've been on a good run. I mean, a couple of them switched off because they know I'm lying. And at least the kits are a bit easier to see this time, so that's good. So a long goal kick from Heerenveen, in which we head away, but they pick up the scraps in midfield. Ives, who's been touted as a Young Player of the Year winner this year. To be honest, I reckon a couple of players could win the full Player of the Year, but it might be hard. I'm thinking maybe Marta. That is a questionable ball across pitch by Silva, and Vitesse have gone 1-0 up in their game, which is disappointing. Also strange because we kicked off at 7:45 and theirs was at 8:30, I think it said. I get they're probably playing in the same like Football Manager time frame, but it's not very realistic, is it? We pick up the ball again. Sonner on the left gives it to Montgomery into the middle. Keane is running onto it, and there's the goal. Needed, really needed, especially after the last few games for him. He's not had a good 2 or 3 games, so it is important for him to get back on form. Don't think that actually went down as an assist, so I probably should watch the replay. It's probably a tackle, but Keenan does like to get into those positions. Really good running from deep. Really heavily recommend the centre mid on attack role. It just seems to be, well, like this proper sort of Frank Lampard role, in my opinion. Just someone who might contribute a bit more in midfield. Maybe more Steven Gerrard. This is probably why no one could choose how to play him in the same team. Assuming everyone has the same terrible tactical knowledge that I do. We are holding the ball nicely on that left-hand side now. Balde to Cohen, back to Sonner on the left, does his man and decides to then get tackled. But Cohen does intercept, lofts it long. Marta is there, puts it over the keeper and over the bar. The thing about the 4-3-3, I've had to start talking about this in my other Pirate series. Again, the time frames are so weird because I'm a good 2-3 weeks ahead in this at the moment of time of recording. The 4-3-3 seems to hamper us when we play it against it in Pirate, but in this one, I should probably save it till after the highlight, but I don't feel like we particularly struggle with it as much. I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if it's, Vasquez, what are you doing there? Clear it. I don't know if it's because we played defensive mid and our fullback's quite deep anyway. But I don't feel like they really get much joy. And then in the middle, we just seem to spray it wide a lot. Like Keenan has moved wide here. Like, have you ever seen so many easy chances missed in an episode? It's getting ridiculous. But yeah, I feel like our wide players are brought into play a lot more, or our central players move wide when attacking. We are good at filling holes as we go forward. We don't really get hit on the proper break too much. Sorry, it is 1-0 at half time, just in case you're not watching. I'm happy so far, keep it up. But yeah, because they've got no technical width and their players don't look to be moving wide all that much, I think it does give us an advantage in this series. Whereas I guess in Pirate, our players aren't that intelligent. That was a really long ramble for a really short point. Right, just over 20 minutes to go. I'm looking at making changes just to freshen things up. Rodrigo Silva, I'm going to bring him off for Silva. You're Silva. Ivor, man, I am struggling tonight. I've still got another one of these to do as well. I'm going to bring off Sonner because he has missed an absolute sitter. I'm going to bring on Van der Kooilen for him because I do like Van der Kooilen. He seems to play really well above his grade. And Keenan, maybe someone who's just going to sit on the ball a bit more. So let's bring on Van der Brink. Where are you, mate? He's at the bottom. Okay. That was a really annoying cut to do then. And we just carry on. They've not created a chance so far. Well, highlight-worthy chance. I'm hoping we don't get stung. You know, we have technically weakened the side a little bit because of the changes, but don't do it. No, not like this. Oh! Well, Vitesse are 3-0 up. So that's not good for goal difference. I sort of hope we just end up outscoring them, even though we're not scoring that much at the moment, apart from the last game. So we are relying on Ajax or just them to slip up against someone else at this point. And now we are in trouble because we have committed a couple players for. Vasquez did move forward. Now we're on the edge of the box. Huge tackle from Cohen, and they put the rebound just over the bar. We just need to hold on a few more minutes. Do I change anything? They've not really made anything though, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with the highlight now because it's a highlight. I was gonna say the game, but here we are. Van der Kuylen on the left. Nice easy ball to Balde. Terrible ball over, and looks like we might get caught. Ives, superb defending, absolutely superb. I can't tell you the amount of times he's got us out of trouble. Apart from when we play Maxwell, Ives is easily better than Maxwell now. He's way more effective. Van der Kuylen with a deep cross. Marta gets on the end of it. And there's Van der Kuylen again, just with his 8s and 9s and his technicals and mentals, just finding a ball. I mean, he's got a bit of time here, but considering where he is on the pitch, I think the keeper and the defence have a bit of a wobbly. Yeah, defender goes for it and doesn't get near it. Keeper's sort of in no man's land. And with just over 30 seconds to go, I mean, Vasquez clears it off the line. Looks like we all want the clean sheet. We want the win. I think we're going to get it. So full time's about to go. We did pack out our newly expanded stadium as well. We were playing elsewhere, but we are back in Os. And we win 2-0. And I'm feeling a bit better after that one. Of course, the unfortunate thing being that we are now 7 points behind Vitesse on goal difference. Ajax are yet to play, but if we look at Vitesse's schedule, I mean, they've got Heerenveen in the cup final, then they've got Ajax, and then they've got VVV. Where are VVV this season? They're normally doing okay, 12th. Ugh, that's a bit rubbish. And who have we got next game, or games? We have got ADO Den Haag in 16th, and Director in 4th. Yeah, Director have sort of been the surprise package this season, and they inflicted our first sort of points loss in the league for a while last time, so hopefully we'll manage that. But that'll be next episode. Is both those games. It's the end of the season. 2 wins might be enough, might not. We're depending on Ajax a little bit, aren't we? But I'm going to start clicking through, because for me, I'm going to play it tonight, so I need to click through real fast because my wife's going to be real peeved otherwise. She's probably already peeved, bless her. I don't blame her either. But if you have enjoyed that, please do like, comment, subscribe. And hopefully you'll join me again for the next episode, where we find out if we can win the Eredivisie in our second season in the top flight, which would be crazy. Champions League football. We'll see. I'm not really that confident, but thank you very much for watching.